Hey there everyone, and welcome to Ollie's ASMR Football World. Today I will be opening 10 packs of Match Attax cards and also going over this weekend's third round FA Cup football matches. That's the English FA Cup for anyone who's not from England and who may not know what the FA Cup is. So, hope you're all doing well. This is my first video of showing my face on camera. It's a bit nerve-wracking. It's all my videos before now have been off camera, but I hope the face doesn't put you all off and you can watch the video, enjoy, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and keep watching. Also, if anybody has any topics they'd like me to talk about, football related that is, I don't want to talk about makeup or fashion. So, football related, i.e. what we in England call football, or soccer in America, whether it be about a certain footballer, my opinion on the transfer rumour, or your team's chances of maybe winning the league, or any other division in England or around the world. I know a fair whack about most football countries. I will endeavour to find out if I don't know much about it in the first place. Either way, let's get on with opening the 10 packs Match Attax cards, and then we'll go over the FA Cup third round matches. So, I actually got back into collecting these cards since doing ASMR. Before this, I had collected football cards since I was about 12, 13. These are all different to what I used to collect when I was younger. So first of all, we have Tottenham's Kieran Trippier. Very good right back, coming to his own since moving to Tottenham. Did very well at Burnley before that. He's really given his chance though since Carl Walker left. We have Dusan Tadic at Southampton. Had a couple of really good seasons for Southampton. Finding his form again now a little bit. Was linked with a move after his first season or two there. He was linked to United, but nothing happened. Kyle Norton, an ex-Tottenham left-back, started off at Sheffield United, I think it was, moved to Tottenham, did quite well, and then got moved to Swansea because he wasn't, he had more game time. Vicente Iborra, Leicester City, joined him from Sevilla. Helped set the goal for Vardy against Liverpool. Won the ball in midfield, got past to Mahrez onto Vardy, great goal. Idris Garner, I actually talked about this in a previous video. I thought his name was Idris Gay, but maybe I just need to check that out, to be fair. Jose Perez scored the other day against, who did they beat the other day? Stoke City. Scored the goal against Stoke City to win 1-0. Victor Lindelof, Swedish international, very highly rated, coming from Benfica to United. Not really hit the ground running just yet, but I am hopeful that he'll do the business. Steve Sidwell, one of the online players, ex-Reading, Chelsea, I think. He's at Brighton at the minute. Huddersfield, Chris Lowe. Don't know much about him. I have said before now, don't know much about Huddersfield. I will have a look at that. Scott Harfield, very useful player for Burnley. Doesn't score week in, week out. He's not making 20, 30 goals a season, but he will come with important goals. And the good thing about someone like Scott Harfield, you don't need to worry about him moving on to a bigger team than Burnley. Burnley will be the biggest he'll ever get to, more than likely. And therefore, you know what you're going to get from him week in, week out. Second packet. One of the most overrated keepers in the league, Simon Mignolet. Christ knows how he's the Liverpool goalkeeper. Joined him from Sunderland. He's never lived up to it. Liverpool fans don't really rate him. Or fans from other teams love seeing that he's in the team. And that's Liverpool's one downfall. Next, we have Craig Dawson at West Brom. Another one who's he's never going to get any better than what he is at the minute. He does the job for West Brom. He does a job, and saves them going out and spending money at 25 million on a decent defender, I guess. The Everton badge. Everton just about to sign. What's his name? Genk Dosen, I think he's called. A Dutch, Turkish lad. He looks alright. Signed from Besiktas. Xherdan Shaqiri, one of my favourite players that doesn't play for a top 16. Now, if he could just get his form going, he could easily be top 6 player. Who's that? Nathan Redmond, online player. Not really found the form they had a couple of seasons ago. Ashley Westwood, signed from Aston Villa for Burnley. When he signed for Villa, there was a lot of hope, a lot of expectation put on his shoulders. Didn't really do the business. He's doing alright at Burnley now though. Benico Fobi left Arsenal at a young age for Wolves. Did alright for Wolves. Left Arsenal for MK Dons and then went to Wolves, I think it was. Or was on loan at MK Dons and Wolves signed him. And MK Dons were a bit pissed about that, something along those lines. And then moved to Bournemouth. Not really done as well as everyone expected. Charlie Austin, another player who, if he could get his form going and perform week in, week out, and get his fitness sorted, then he could easily play for England. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, another good player for Everton. Young lad. Allardyce seems to obviously wants more an older striker up front, and he's going to use Calvert-Lewin, I guess, off the bench. I think get some more experience. Mertesacker, about 8 foot tall, German international, won the World Cup, and he plays maybe a couple of games a season for Arsenal. Came on last season, an important match. I think it was the cup final. Everyone thought they were going to get battered, and he run the show. I think it was the cup final. I know he played one game last season after having ages out, and he performed fantastic. Bernardo Silva, maybe a little bit unlucky not to be given a proper chance so far for City, but when their midfield's doing as well as it is difficult for him. Sergio Aguero, if you've watched my video from yesterday, my team of the year, you'll see he made the subs bench, and also I think he made the top 10. Winston Reid, New Zealand international, a couple of years ago linked with Arsenal, did really well for West Ham. It's just sort of a steady Eddie at the minute. Mark Hudson at Huddersfield, couldn't tell you a great deal about him. I think he's been there a couple of years now though. Sebastian Brodel, Watford, a couple of seasons now, doing fairly well. Watford, terrible form at the minute though, can't win for Toffee. Christian Atsu, Chelsea lad, he went on loan to Newcastle last season, then they signed him on a permanent deal. Another player that Chelsea brought in, would come through the youth ranks, never really give him a chance, so how's he going to make it? Gareth Barry, West Brom international, England international, what used to be, Aston Villa, City, now West Brom, can be very good, very reliable, can also be a bit of a dirty bastard, sorry for my language, but the other day against United, he put going with a horrible challenge, I can't remember who it was on now, might have been Lukaku or someone. Yeah, quite impressed with that. Jose Font looked really good for Southampton a couple of seasons ago. Was linked with Liverpool. Ended up moving to West Ham. Sandro Ramirez. All I was expecting of him when he left Real Madrid for PSG. Never really did it. And I have that completely wrong. That was actually an essay, sorry. Sandro was at Real Madrid, moved to, I think it was Sevilla. Scored a few goals last season, And then Everton came and signed him. And then we have a scout card. Sandro Ramirez never really kicked on Everton, now, to be fair to him. Yeah, I thought when he signed for 5 million, I thought it was a bargain. But he's never done a great deal for them. Okay, we have another Bernardo Silva. As said, fantastic at Monaco last season. Hence why City paid the money they did. I think they're probably waiting for, what's his name? It's like David Silva to retire. And he'll wind down his career in a couple of years. Then Bernardo will give him a chance. A base card boost. I don't actually play much tax, just click the card so I couldn't tell you what that's for. Andros Townsend seemed to have the world at his feet when he broke into the England team a few years ago, whilst at Spurs. A couple of fantastic goals for England. Never done much since though. Winston Reid, as we spoke about him. James McLean at West Brom, signed from Sunderland. He looked great a couple of years ago at Sunderland. He scored a great goal the other day, well, a deflected goal the other day against Arsenal. And his only other previous goal had also been against Arsenal. Was it Arsenal he scored against? Sorry, bear with me, I'll soon tell you. That's the beauty of writing things down. You remember, you can check back. See, I was actually wrong. The goal was against West Ham the other day. 16 months early against West Brom. Sorry, against West Ham. So, Miguel Marino at Newcastle United was on loan, I think, and then Benitez was insistent they signed him on a permanent deal. It's looked alright, I think, but not really pulling up any trees. Craig Cathcart, he's a Northern Ireland international. He's played for Watford. That's about the most I know about him. Joe Allen, online player, Welsh international. Aaron Moy, not Moo. Signed from City, was on loan at Huddersfield last season. Then they signed him on a permanent. The story was City signed him from Australia, from their sister team, Melbourne City, I think that is. They signed him on a deal, brought him in, loaned him out to Huddersfield. Huddersfield then liked what they saw, paid about 9 million for him, with no Premier League experience. And to be fair, it's looked very good for Huddersfield since joining him on a permanent deal. And we also have an Aaron White card. What's the chances? 2 in the same pack. So, 1 is a star player, 1's an international star. Oh well, I'm sure I need at least one of those. That's the problem when you get a fair few of the match tax cards. Because I think I need about 80 of the normal cards, not including like the gold cards and the 100 club cards. I need about 80 odd cards, so it's difficult. I mean, I'll have about 90 cards here and probably I need about 6 of them. Theo Walcott, very underused at Arsenal, really does need a move. If he gets a move, he could certainly become first choice at another club. Christian Eriksen played very well for Tottenham last night, and looking up to score a goal. Hat-trick for Denmark against Republic of Ireland to secure Denmark's place in the World Cup next year. Mamadou Sakho, Klopp maybe passed up a trick there at Liverpool. Since he went in, decided he didn't like Sakho, fell out with him on a training camp, and Sakho has gone to Palace on went on loan, then signed on a permanent deal this season, and it looks very good. Hodgson seems to get the best out of him at the minute. Andrew Sermon at Bournemouth, couldn't tell you a great deal about him. Hector Bellerin linked, correct, rightly so, with Barcelona a couple of seasons ago. Form really dropped off at Arsenal. Scored an important goal a couple of days ago against Chelsea, the equaliser that was. Very impressed with that because I don't want Chelsea getting the victory, obviously. Brighton, and that is Baron KL. Midfielder, Brian. Couldn't take a great deal about him. Sorry about that. My housemate can be a bit of a pain in the arse. He decides to walk in mid-video. So, where was I? My online player, Roberto Firmino. Very good player. When he first went to Liverpool, I didn't think he'd be as good as he is. He went in there from Hoffenheim. You know, you find some Brazilian strikers can't make the transition to the Premier League, but he's done great, to be fair. I think it helps that he has Mane, Coutinho, Salah, Lallana, those sort of players around him. The Burnley badge. What can you say about Burnley? Has already been said. Absolutely fantastic. Doing everything on a budget. Sean Dyche looks fantastic. You know, I really do worry that he'll leave and Tottenham will just slip down the leagues, because unless they get somebody who sort of understands the way the club's run and who continues in that vein of form, then I do think they'll struggle if he leaves. Roberto Firmino, silver card. That's good, because I have the gold card, I have the bronze card. I now have Roberto Firmino as a silver card. Can't complain about that. And Jan Vertonghen, man of the match. Played well last night. West Ham never had many opportunities against Spurs. And Spurs, they had like 30 odd chances. 30 odd shots on goal. Could only put one away. It happened to be like the most difficult shot of the game that they scored. Just the way it goes sometimes. Don't need Drinkwater. Leicester City. Sorry, Chelsea signed from Leicester City. Won the league with Leicester. We won the league with Chelsea. We'll have to wait and see. Does very well. Done well to get moved to Chelsea, in all fairness. And I think maybe that was to do with the Kante move. You know, they think if Kante's there, the partnership them two had, they can only get, you know, improve Chelsea's midfield, I guess. Sorry everyone. Trying to get the focus right on this camera. Next, another Chelsea player. Cesar Azpilicueta. See if that works. Nope. Anyway, probably one of the top 2 left backs in the country. I'm looking up to make it to my team of the year. At left back, I actually went with Marcus Alonso, and that's because Azpilicueta can play left back, but also plays right back, and he plays right back most of the time, so he does it what am I on about. He plays in the centre of defence at the minute for Chelsea, as part of a 3-man defence, with Marcus Alonso on the left, and Herrera. I really think he's a big plus for United when he plays. Gets around the pitch, you can ask him to mark anybody, like man mark, and he'll do the job week in, week out. Doesn't get phased. Pisses a lot of opposition fans off with his antics, I get that, but I wouldn't want him in another team. Now, my mother's ringing. What are the chances every time you do a video something goes wrong? So I guess that's part of being a YouTube creator. For all I know, you could be seeing my mum on the screen right now. There she goes, she's gone again. Kevin Morales, player who showed a lot of form in the first couple of seasons at Everton, linked with moves away. It's never worked out for him. Edmilson Fernandez at West Ham. I don't think he played last night against Spurs. I didn't see him on the pitch anyway. Swiss international. What position is he? I think he's midfielder. Yep, midfielder. I'm not sure he's really getting a chance under Moyes, but I'll see if he moves on. Best club badge in the world, Manchester United. The history that badge has. I don't think we'll win the league this season. I think maybe top 3, but we won't win the league this season. See if we wrap that up. Pain in the arses like they am. So, top 3 is the best we can hope for. Fabianski, Swansea City goalkeeper. Very good keeper. Just, then unlucky at the minute, I guess. But then again, they don't spend a lot of money, so you're going to be down the bottom of the table if you don't spend a lot of money. Mesut Ozil, German international, linked with a move away from Arsenal to United. Did fantastic for Real Madrid under Mourinho. Would I like to see him at United? Yeah, I think he's a better player than Mkhitaryan when they're both on form. But I quite like Rashford in that number 10 role, or even Pogba. Then we have Dale Stephens at Brighton. Couldn't take a great deal about him. English international. Maybe get a chance in the next couple of seasons if he keeps up his form. And talk about Rashford, there we go. Marcus Rashford, international online card. Okay, I'm just going to try and sort out this bloody camera. It's doing my head in. I'm really sorry about this, everybody. Nice close up of my fingers there. Anyways, so next pack we have 4 packs remaining. And if you'd like to see a video of me filling the book in with these cards, then let me know. We can see what we can do about that. Rob Holding at Arsenal, signed from Bolton, and done very well when he's been given a chance. Maybe I'm looking not to get more chances, but he's only a young lad, and Wenger does like to take his time with players. Raheem Sterling, it's come really good this season for City, doing really well. So under Pep Guardiola, he's got scoring a lot of goals, getting assists as well. A really good part of the team now. Wijnaldum at Liverpool. When he was at Newcastle, probably their best player early on at Liverpool. Didn't think he was all that good, but this season he's looking really important to them. Probably better than Henderson. Online, Fernandinho, important to City. Maybe people thought he'd be one of the ones out of the team, but he really makes them tick in midfield. Stefano Akaka at Watford, and I think he's actually an Italian international. Akaka, I thought it might be Nigerian, but it looks like he's Italian. I think he scored the other day, or at least he had a chance the other day to score, and fluffed it. Paul Dummett at Newcastle, been there a long time. Welsh international. Newcastle struggling at the minute. Whoa, sorry about that, everyone. Charlie Daniels at Bournemouth. Coming through the leagues with Bournemouth and Eddie Howe. Scored a fantastic goal against Arsenal last season. Absolute screamer of a goal. Solomon Rondon. It's probably the reason West Brom struggles so much, is that they're relying on somebody like Rondon. He'll get you 2 free goals in a spurt, then go 10 games without a goal. Sofiane Buffon, when he's playing well, he looks very good for Southampton. When he isn't, you don't see him for toffee. You won't notice him at all if he isn't playing well. Moussa Dembele, one of the best midfielders in the league, in my opinion. A fantastic pass with the ball, just keeps the midfield ticking over. He was out of the team a couple of seasons ago, and he was out of favour. Looked like he could be on his way out. The old Spurs fans are quite ridiculous. Now somebody should leave and get moved this January. Daniel Sturridge hasn't had a very good time at Liverpool. When Rodgers was there, looked fantastic with Sterling and Suarez. Since then, he's way down the pecking order. He's nowhere near the team at the minute, the starting lineup at the minute. John Stones under Pep Guardiola looks great this season alongside Otamendi or company. Become really confident on the ball, showing why they paid 50 million for him. Chung Young Lee, Crystal Palace. He's never going to get any better, really, is he, than Palace? He's never going to really light up the stage, get a couple of goals a season, that's about it. Possession tactic card. James Tarkowski at Burnley. doing fantastic for them this season. Brought him from Brentford a couple of years ago. Was sort of on the bench a lot last season because they had Michael Keane and Ben Mee in defence. Michael Keane obviously moved to Liverpool. James Tarkowski now looks the real deal. Due in England cold, I'd say, and definitely more likely the next one to leave Burnley. Not this summer. He was linked with a move this summer. They've been linked a couple of times, but he's just on a new deal, so won't be leaving anytime soon. Rajiv Van Lapara, ex-Wolves player, my local team Wolves, did alright for Wolves in the Championship, but they've moved him on. He's gone to Huddersfield. I think he's first choice there at the minute. Jordan Henderson, unlined player. Another Christian Eriksen for Spurs. Good enough to play for Barcelona for definite, but as long as Spurs can get in the Champions League, hopefully he'll stick around. We actually have 4 Spurs players from this pack, I think. Was Dembele in this pack? No, Dembele was in the last pack, sorry. So, Eriksen, Harry Kane, top scorer in the league again so far this season. Last season, top scorer. I think season 4 was top scorer. Breaking records everywhere, all the time. And then the man of the moment last night, other than, what the hell's his name? Not Masaki. What's his name? The bloke, Aubameyang. Pedro Aubameyang. Scored fantastic goals now for West Ham. And Heung-min Son with a fantastic equaliser for Spurs. Absolutely screaming. He was unhappy they didn't get the 3 points. Shows the level that this bloke's playing at. Easily good enough to play for Real Madrid and Barcelona. Might not be a star name, but at Spurs he certainly is. Scores fantastic goals. Now, potentially the best player in the league, but just, I wouldn't put him up there as that, but people do. David Silva. Very quiet, goes about things very quietly. You don't hear great people rave about him, but you won't see 50 goals and 30 goals a season from him. Maybe that's why I don't notice him as much. He didn't make it into my team of the year or onto the bench, and he didn't make it into my top 10 this season. Maybe that's unfair. So, if I'd had to put a defensive midfielder in my team of the year, he might have made it in there. Toby Alderweireld, fantastic defender, unlucky with injury at the minute. He's kept him out for a couple of months. Again, that's why he didn't make it to the team of the year, because I think he has been better than Vertonghen last season, but this season he's been that injured. It's a real shame. Another one who could make the move to a top 3 or 4 teams in the world and wouldn't look out of place. James McArthur scored difficult the other day for Palace against Southampton. Martin Olsen signed from Blackburn for Swansea, Swedish international. Don't think if Swansea go down, he could be a player who gets a move. Jack Butland, well, he unlucky with injury earlier on last season. They're talking about him being first choice for England now because of Joe Hart falling out of favour at West Ham. I'd be worried because Fraser Forster was dropped the other day for Southampton. Tom Heaton's injured at the minute. Joe Hart's out of favour at West Ham. So if Jack Butland really is our answer to our problems, I would be worried considering where Stoke are at the minute in the league. Harry Maguire got a good move from Hull City when they went down last season to Leicester. Looks good. Getting his chance for England at the minute. Even if it's always a squad player. Christopher Schindler. Saw him a little bit the other day for Huddersfield. Looks like a decent player. Jose Perez, as I said, scored the other day. Bear with me. I need to go and turn my sausages off. Sorry about that, guys. If I didn't turn them sausages off, the missus would have killed us. Literally, on camera, she would have killed me. Anyway, next one. Shinji. Get my lips, tongue around it. Shinji Okazaki. Very good, important goal scorer for Leicester City when they won the league, and since then, could have because they got a bit pissed off when they brought in Iheanacho and they had Vardy up front already and they brought in Slimani. But unlike Ujoa, who's sort of slipped away quite well, had a bit of a moan, wanted to leave, they wouldn't sell him, so he stuck around. But Okazaki just sort of stuck at it, gets brought on, scores important goals, starts games, scores important goals. And then we have Eden Hazard, probably the best, on his day, the best player in the league, I'd say. But in my opinion, it's just a shame because his days don't come often enough. And I think that's the honest truth, and that's the only thing that holds him back from getting that big move to Real Madrid or Barcelona. But over there, I think he'd be on it every single week. How can you not be when you're playing for Real Madrid or Barcelona? Okay. Spurs striker Fernando Llorente scored against his old team, Swansea, the other day. Was offside, but at least he scored. When he signed for Spurs, that's a very important signing. So he doesn't mind being back up to Harry Kane, and he guaranteed can do it in the Premier League as he has done for Spurs. So he's only got a couple of goals, but I think he'll start finding his feet now. Marcos Alonso, my left back in my team of the year, proved against Arsenal the other day why I put him in there. Luciano Narsing scored the other day for Swansea against Watford when they beat Watford 2-1. Henrik Mkhitaryan, Manchester United creator, fantastic player in my opinion, would be crazy to sell him, but Mourinho just doesn't seem to know how to get the best out of him. Mourinho's quite a volatile manager, and if he has an issue with you, he'll let everyone know the whole world over, and I think that's what's happening here. But I wouldn't want him to go, but I think he will do. Eric Peters, been played out of position at me at Dutch International at Stoke, being played at left back. I keep hearing Stoke fans on the radio complain that he's playing over there, because he's not a left back, he's a centre back I think, or right back even. Shinji Okazaki, who just spoke about him, important player for Leicester. Matthew Ryan, Australian international, or New Zealand is it? New Zealand international. Sorry all you Aussies out there. Australian international for Brighton, signed this season. They actually had the Liverpool backup keeper, I forget his name, as their first choice last season. Liverpool were prepared to let him go out again, so they signed Matthew Ryan. Jamie Vardy, well-known player, not as good as in his pomp, and he's this season won the league, but still scoring important goals for Leicester. Josh King, ex-United Blackburn player at Bournemouth, did really well last season. And the last card at the 10 packs, one of United's biggest rivals over the years, the Arsenal badge. Lucky to get an equaliser the other day, prove that they can be a bit stubborn against Chelsea and get that 2-2 draw. And probably really important for them that they did that. Sanchez will leave. I don't think he'll leave till the end of the season. Ozil, I think he'll just stick around. I don't think he'll leave Arsenal at all. So that is 10 packs of cards. As I said, I will be doing more match attacks openings in my upcoming videos. If you'd like to see, if you'd like to see me put them in the binder, drop me a line. I'll do a video of that. No worries.